Billy Keating has sent us. We're going to discuss this, but he has discussed this question here. Will Ronaldo play with Messi at PSG? And Dave, this is kind of goes along with what you wanted to talk about earlier on.
Yeah, so he asked, he requested. Now, I think it was just more press, just trying to stoke the fire, but apparently he did request to play on the bench today. He came on. I didn't see the end result. He came on at about
2-2.
2-2. There was 2-1 there you go. They're already worse. They were 2-1 up when he came on. They were winning 2-1. So yeah, get rid of him. But yeah, he has to be on the bench, and of course, everyone jumped on it like wildfire. Oh, this is it! It's gonna happen. He's gonna move. He's gonna go on to something else. There's been rumors all summer. I said it is one of the great rumors. The same truck that came with all his cars to Turin came during the summer to take them away. So he's obviously gonna go. So it's just gonna bang that drum again where he's gonna go, and obviously with potentially PSG, it'll be just ridiculous Harlem Globetrotter stuff. I still think PSG would be foolish. I think it'd turn into a soap opera and not in a good way. Let him go to America. Let him still get the plaudits that he wants, because I think I'll say I'm not going to bore you with all the stats, but he will not improve a team at this stage anymore. He'll stay improved, but he will not improve a team anymore unless he goes to mid-table.
So the players that were on the bench for Juventus this weekend was Chiellini, Ronaldo, Chiesa are the three players, and they all came on during the game. So, maybe there's a little bit of getting your fitness back together and what have you. Maybe it's not the push and the move. But Neil, there's a lot of talk with, of course, Arsenal helping Real Madrid out and giving them money for nothing. They've built up something like 250 million in transfer fees, Real Madrid, and there's talk about trying to get Mbappe this week. If that does happen, then there is a gap, and PSG would look like someone who would look to get Ronaldo in as a centre forward. He'd breeze through in Ligue 1, and the Champions League, he still does score goals.
Yeah, look, as Dave said there, it's a risk signing Ronaldo because you have to change your whole way of playing. You can't play, PSG, if you watch them in the Champions League, they were breakneck on the counter attack. Would Ronaldo suit when he's not working as hard as everyone else? I always say Angel Di Maria plays for Paris Saint-Germain and he goes around with a jetpack on his back. He doesn't, he flies. He wouldn't be my most favorite player in the world, but he gives 100% to the cause. Even Neymar tracks back and helps for Paris Saint-Germain. Ronaldo does not have that in his makeup. He's a different player. You need to set your team up differently. It reminds me a little bit at the moment of Portugal when you watch them in the Euros. They tried to fit too many players, too many stars, mainly the forwards, all into the first 11, and it didn't work, and it spectacularly imploded on them. So there's only so many of these guys you can fit in at Paris Saint-Germain. You need to prioritise. That said, if they lose,
you'd want to see him with Messi, though, wouldn't you?
Oh, you would.
And can you not see Neil? Can you not see Neymar or Ronaldo as centre forward, Neymar to the left, Messi to the right? And does Ronaldo need to defend? In that scenario?
Maybe he doesn't, but he's still a luxury player. Does he have it? And do you put him still in the same bracket? I don't think I do anymore. As your Mbappe's, as your Neymars, these guys are taking it forward now. Ronaldo's playing in the Italian league and they've done very little in the Champions League in the last 2 years other than kind of huff and puff. Would I think it would look brilliant and would it be spectacular? Yes. But if I were Paris Saint-Germain, I certainly would not be offloading Mbappe in any way, shape or form, in particular to bring in Ronaldo, who, let's be honest, you get another year out of him at that level.
It depends how much Mbappe, Dave, is pushing for a move. So if he is pushing for a move, would you like to have Icardi up front or would you like to have Ronaldo up front?
Oh, Ronaldo. Just for that alone.
That's what I'm saying.
As much as I say he shouldn't go if you had Mbappe and Neymar and Messi, in my opinion. How are you going to fit all four of them in there? It'd be fun to watch it. But to be honest, it'd be fun to watch Messi and Ronaldo. Will they play for each other? Will they complement each other? Oh, Messi's got 5 goals. I've only got 1. All of a sudden, Ronaldo stops playing, or the other way around. Did the egos kind of bounce off each other? Just for that alone, you'd love to see it. And we'd all start watching some French football. Unfortunately, that's the problem. We'd all end up starting watching French football. But
Who take the penalties and the free kicks?
Could you imagine there'd be a little wrestle,
Rock,
or will they
paper,
have to do
scissors.
rock, paper, scissors? Like, you know, so for that alone, I'd love to see it. But yeah, for the current lineup, I'd leave it as is. But yeah, if Mbappe is going, and it's probably the last big hurrah for Real Madrid to really solidify, potentially trying to stay one step ahead of Barcelona. Because I watched a bit of the game against Athletic Bilbao last night, and you know, they're just not the same. You can see it. They're decent.
And that's what I'm saying. They definitely need someone in, don't they?
Yeah,
They need
so
that. They need to bring life to the club again.
Yeah, so if Madrid can get their hands on an Mbappe, that'll put them a step ahead of Barcelona probably for the next couple of years, the way things are going. So if they can pull it off, I would suggest they would 100%. Whether Mbappe will kind of regret the move, maybe, who knows? But if I was Real Madrid, yeah, certainly. If you can get your hands on somebody with that quality, do it.